Alright, I'm gonna show off my character a little bit to you guys. Tired of just throwing screenshots. The screenshots don't really do it justice when you got eyes that glow and have like subtle animations like that. I love the way the dude looks. I kind of like how this jacket. I wish there was a legendary version of it. It's only in purple. It kind of reminds me of like the design on Johnny's jacket, but just a little bit different. It's kind of got that microchip-esque design, and so does the undershirt. I was going for like the hacker Voodoo Boys aesthetic with this guy. He's kind of like a hacker slash techie build, um, which you can kind of see just by looking at the stats, because like that there's the 20 intelligence, 20 technical ability. Like cool, I feel like bridges the gap between it. I mean, cool and hacking go hand in hand. You notice that really early on because sneaking doesn't really give away your position and whatnot. But I'm not going to get too into the actual build. I'll just like, I do want to show that I finally got 20 in Breach Protocol and Quick Hacking. Getting 20 in Cold Blood is not that hard. I've done it on a couple other characters. Um, the only two I have left are Stealth, which is at 17, which I'm slowly climbing up with, and Engineering. Um, so that's basically what I'm doing right now is I'm running around Pacifica trying to power level, doing a little bit of farming. But yeah, all my other skills are max. Like these are 4 out of 4. Those are 7 out of 7. Athletics is actually still 3, but athletics is always the lowest one, and I can't get it that much higher anyway. I'll worry about that like actually last. I'm more worried about engineering and stealth because they're actually like my core skills. Athletics is kind of just over there doing its own thing. The only rewards I get for athletics anyway are one more perk point and some extra stamina or some shit. It's not really that important. Whereas when I'm looking over here at engineering, that decreases charge time of your weapons. That's a pretty big difference. Take a glance at the cyberware real quick, just to show some of the most important pieces, which is mainly the NetWatch NetDriver, which is objectively the best cyber deck you can have. Along with your frontal cortex pieces, as an intelligence build, these will probably be some of your most important pieces. Memory boost, along with one of the perks we have, makes it to where we recover 3 plus 1 RAM whenever we defeat an enemy, so that's a total of 4. Which basically means if we use a single quick hack that takes 4 or less RAM and kill an enemy with it, then we get refunded the exact RAM that it took. Basically, like, we're going to be using a lot of quick hacks that only cost 4 RAM. We'll get 4 RAM when we kill an enemy. It'll only take 1 quick hack to kill an enemy. We have infinite RAM. As long as we keep killing shit. Now that doesn't like work the same way with bosses, which is why you kind of still need RAM regeneration for like really big beefy enemies. But any small enemies, man, they'll just keep your RAM at full. And it's especially good for farming. You'll see what I mean. Well, I don't even know if I'm going to show you guys any quick hacking in this run since it's already at 20. But besides that, we just have the ones that increase our crit chance and crit damage. Because the overlying theme of our entire build is crit. I mean, cool focuses around crit damage. Cold-blooded increases your crit chance. I just showed you how the intelligence cyberware increases your crit chance. Not only that, once you get 16 intelligence, you can get critical error, which makes your quick hacks capable of doing crits. Once you get 20 technical ability, you can get jackpot, which means your grenades are capable of doing crits. So our grenades can crit, our spells can crit, our weapons obviously can crit. We have a very high crit chance, and we have a very high crit multiplier. 77 with 230. That's being pretty generous right now because we're not even squatted. We get an extra 15% when we're squatted in sneak mode. That's 92 right there. An extra 10% whenever we're using a tech weapon, so boom, we hit the cap right there. We also get an extra 25% when we enter combat, so multiple different ways for us to hit 100%. Yeah. So there's our monowire. We got corrosible in that as our choice melee weapon. The only thing the mono wire has going for it is its range. It kind of is inferior compared to the gorilla arms and the mantis blades, because the gorilla arms and mantis blades have perks that synergize with them, and our mono wire does not. But alright, before we get into the grinding, I'm gonna just show you guys where I'm at. So we're down here in Pacifica at the southernmost fast travel point, namely Westwind Apartments. Now, this is my favorite area to power level in the game. There's a couple different reasons for that. First of all, everything we need is right here. From the fast travel point to the drop point to the Ripper dock, we got a couple vendors over here just in case we need it. But the most important part is just the amount of enemies and the density of enemies just in this little square right here. And we're just going to be doing like one loop over and over again. Sometimes we could get bored. You can make it like a figure eight because there's other enemies around these sets of buildings too. But most of the time it's just going to be, and for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to show you guys this little loop right here. So right now we're focusing on engineering and stealth. Oh, that's on my screen and it's bugging me. So there's one way to get rid of that, and that's by killing these guys. So the main way to level engineering is by shooting people through walls, like so, or by killing them with grenades, like so. So our strategy here is for groups of enemies like that, we're going to want to use a grenade because it's possible for us to kill them with a single grenade before they even know we're there, in which case it'll give us some stealth experience too. Now, there's other enemies like these guys over here that are kind of mixed in with pedestrians, in which case we obviously can't just chuck a grenade in the midst of them unless we are evil. So we're going to do this. We're going to stand back here and kind of just snipe them through the staircase. After all, that is what tech weapons are for. Now, it doesn't really matter at this level because my armor's so high that I could have literally just ran in those guys' face and they wouldn't do shit for damage to me. But at lower levels, on high difficulties, which, mind you guys, we are on very hard right now. On lower levels on high difficulties, you'll die in a few shots, especially if you're not that tanky. So tech weapons kind of prove invaluable in the way they shoot through walls, because you can kind of like shoot enemies in situations where they don't even have a chance to fight back. Like it's almost too easy. Like if you're all the way back here behind cover and they just have a pistol, like what can they do? Like their pistol is like barely gonna reach you to begin with, and then you have like the obstacle between you. You add in the fact you got the drop and it's just game over. Alright, I'll show you guys the rifle. My favorite is actually the shotgun, so I'm going to show this a little bit. And the shotgun works perfect with the speed glitch. So I think it's about time it all came together. I messed up right there. There we go. Now, as you guys see, like, I'm not shooting them through walls, mainly because I'm showing off right now. So I'm not getting as much engineering experience from that as I would have if I was actually doing it right. But yeah, that's speed glitch. You do the Charisma, you kind of spam dodge, and then you spam jump right after. That's a pretty quick weapon swap, ain't it? Alright, I'll show you guys the pistol.
Here. I'm not gonna fucking rat you out.
Oh, I messed it up. I did a slide instead of a dodge. You can kind of come up here and go across the bridge. Now these guys you might be able to get with a grenade, like all three of them. Oh, you see how that was like 15,000 damage with the critical headshot? Oh. It takes them so long to register that you're there when you go that fast. Yeah, this one's kind of like a double shot. It's really good at getting headshots, because if the first one's not timed right, the second one always is. At first, I didn't really like how it was 2 shots, but it's grown on me something serious. It also doesn't hold its charge like the other ones, and it doesn't let you see through walls. So it's not a conventional tech weapon. Look at the range on that. Oh, I just went flying, dude. Okay, that was actually not supposed to happen. But it's all good. So yeah, if you do try to do the speed glitch, don't do what I did right there and do it on non-level ground, because it doesn't work. Like, if you do it from high up going down, you're liable to kill yourself from fall damage, and if you do it from down going up, you're just gonna run into the slope. So yeah, you're just better off not trying it. Alright, so rather than goofing off, I'm gonna show you guys how I'd actually do this. If I weren't showing off. Pretty much just like flying in and smacking grenades right beside you. Now you don't have to worry about any of the explosions from your own grenades, because can't touch this. It's just invaluable. You're literally immune to all effects from them. Now if I can do this right, I'm gonna show you guys how you can kind of turn. I wanted to get all 3 of them with 1 shot, but I couldn't. Okay, we accidentally got the cops on us. So now we're gonna just head this way, like super cat-like. And like, this is normally where we would be going and just going back around the loop, but since we got the cops on us, we just go down the street until the star disappears. Oh, I got 2 for 1 right there. That was nice. There, that's some real engineering experience right there. There we go. Oh, I kind of messed that one up. Oh, I got a little bit of stealth right there too. The explosion can't even keep up with how quick I did that. Ooh, I got a civilian in that. But yeah, by the time I'm back over here, these guys are already, yeah, they're already respawned. So like, you don't even have to do the whole loop. Like, I messed up right there and I cut the loop off like halfway because of the cops. And like, these guys are already back. And I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. Like, I mean, I could show you more. There's definitely more to show you, but I think it'll be for a different video.